This is Gene Key, Skyserve, Texas News. From a serial murderer file, a suspected serial killer accused of targeting senior women in Dallas and Collin counties is now facing 12 counts of capital murder. This week, a Collin County grand jury handed down 5 capital murder indictments against suspected serial killer Billy Kammermer. The jury voted on the charge Tuesday. Kammermer stands accused in the murder of 5 Plano women. Most of the women lived in the Preston Palace retirement community. Earlier this week, a Dallas grand jury handed down an additional 6 indictments of capital murder against Kammermer, who stands accused of posing as a home health care worker or maintenance worker to gain access to elderly victims. He stands accused of strangling or smothering the victims to rob them of jewelry, cash, and other valuables. Kammermer previously indicted on capital murder for the death of a 91-year-old Dallas woman who died March 20th, 2018. Kammermer's attorney said Thursday that this week's charges were a surprise and that he hadn't had time to review them yet. From death by government file, a Harris County judge Thursday set an August execution date for Dexter Darnell Johnson, the brain-damaged Houston man who narrowly avoided the death chamber last month when a federal judge decided his new legal team needed more time on the case. Following the last-minute stay the previous week, prosecutors tried asking for another execution date, though Harris County Judge Greg Glass initially refused in light of a pending hearing in federal court that could have further drawn out the condemned man's appeals. But once a federal judge canceled that hearing, prosecutors asked again for an execution date, and this time Judge Glass agreed. Now Johnson is slated to die on August the 15th. With the August execution date on the calendar, there are now 6 men scheduled for execution this year in Texas. From the Swastikas hate file, Bellville is a quiet community about 50 miles northwest of Houston, but recent vandalism with apparent racist and anti-Jewish overtones is causing quite a stir. On Monday, the Bellville Police Department posted photos of some vandalized street signs with swastikas spray-painted on them. "It's irritating," said Lieutenant Jason Smiley, Public Information Officer for Bellville Police Department. He continued, "We have no leads. Typically, when kids are involved, they snitch on each other. But in this case, we have nothing," added Smiley. The recent vandalism and apparent racism and anti-Jewish overtones is continuing to stymie the Bellville Police Department. This is Gene Key reminding you to visit us on YouTube, Facebook, or Tumblr at Skyserve News Service.